Hi there. Now, having experimented with controlling or writing data onto 8 port pins at a time on microcontroller, let us try to see if we can control a pin on the controller individually. What I mean to say is I want to control just one LED and nothing else. So what's happening right now is if I have to control only, let's say, pin D0 or pin B2, then all the port pins or all the other pins are also getting some point of voltage or some logic level which is not expected. So I'll explain it to you with a case study. Let's begin. Now let us say if I have some controller and there is some device connected to just one pin. So let's say PB5 is the pin, and let's say the device for now is nothing but an LED. Now what I want to do is I want to just make this particular pin on and off or do some controlling action on this pin. But while doing so, I don't want to disturb or I don't want to change the status of the other pins. So we all know that port B is having total 7 pins. So sorry, total 8 pins. So pin number 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. And each of these pins, the direction of each one of them is controlled through the DDR register, as well as the value to be written on these pins is controlled through port register. Now what I want to do is I want to just make this pin high, go high and low and not disturb anything else. So to do that, I'll need to do what? I'll need to write 1 to just bit number 5 in DDRB, as well as I will be writing 1 or 0 to port B. These are the two registers. Now let's see how we can achieve or how we can do that. Now there is no direct way in Atmel Studio to write down your program like this. Let's say port or let's say DDRB dot 5 is equal to 1 or 0. You cannot simply do that. And there is a better and logical way to do that thing. Let's see how to do that. So we write it down like this and I'll explain it to you. What I want to do is write down the bit 5 of DDRB to 1. So to do that, how we do it, see, DDRB is equal to DDRB logically ORed with 1 left shifted by 5 bits. Now how it works? Let's see. For example, now let's assume that DDRB doesn't contain anything or we don't know what it contains. Okay, so it may have status like X, 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 Y, 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 Y. Now what we are doing is we are ORing it. We are ORing it with what? 1 left shifted by 5 bits. So what is 1? First of all, understand what is 1. The 1 is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Got it? Now this has to be left shifted by 5 bits. So this 1 will move from here to 1, 2, 3, 4. This position. So this is the first position and this is the fifth position. So after doing 1 left shifted by 5 bits, it will result in like that. This is the first position we are moving, second, third, fourth, and this is the fifth. So this particular status of the DDR is ORed with 0, sorry, my mistake here. It will not be this, but it will become this 0, 0, 1, 0. So 5 positions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from its original location. Now this ORing will become 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now, although we don't know what is the original status in DDR register, but we know that any bit when it is ORed with 0 will result in that bit only. So, if it was 1, it will return 1. If it was 0, it will return 0. So, it will remain like that. It will also remain like that. But any bit, when you OR it with logical 1, turns into 1. So if this was previously 0, it will become 1. If it was previously 1, it will stay 1. Because of this action or because of this operation, what we are achieving is we are simply making the bit number 5 of DDR register to become 1. And no other bits are changed or no other bits are damaged. There is also a short way of writing this thing. So it is like this. DDRB or equal to 1 left shifted by 5 bits. That's it. So this is your C statement to set an individual bit in your 8-bit register. Remember, you can only set a bit, or what I mean to say is you can only create a bit or make a bit go 1 with this instruction. You cannot simply do DDRB or equal to 0 left shifted by 5 bits, because 0, no matter how much you shift it, will not do anything for us. So this is the instruction we need to write when we want to make a bit 1 into any register. So it may be DDR or it may be port. Let's see how we make a bit 0 in any register or any required position. To make a particular bit 0, now I'll take an example of port B. So I want to make the port B 5 number pin 0. So it is written like this: port B is equal to port B ended with inverted of 1 left shifted by 5 bits. Now what is it? Let's try to see. Again, let's come to the same point. First of all, what is 1 left shifted by 5 bits? Now we know that. So 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now what is the inverted form of it? It will be 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now what we are trying to do is, let's say this is the unknown register we have. We don't know what is the status of port register and we don't care. We only want to make 5th bit 0. Now when this is logically ended with 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, the result will be what? Anything or any bit that is ended with 1 remains that bit. So if any of these bits were 0 or any of these bits were 1, even after the ending operation, they will keep their original status. So it will remain y, 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 y. It will remain x, x, and x. But this bit, don't know what it was previously, but it is being ANDed with 0. So it will become 0. This is nothing but logical AND and the logical OR operation. As simple as that. Again, a short form to write down this statement would be port B and equal to inverted of 1 left shifted by 5 bits. So that is how you can write down the command to set or reset individual bits in any register. Remember, this knowledge will be applicable and useful in every single compiler that you may use for any microcontroller on the planet Earth, because this is a pure C syntax. So the same thing will be more advantageous for understanding when you shift to 32-bit controllers as well. So this is how we can set or reset a single bit in any 8-bit port registers of Atmega 32. To quickly experiment with it, I will not be saving these codes, guys, because these are very simple ones. But let's do it, okay? So let me create a new project and let me call it single bit control port pin. Okay. My device should be at mega 32. Whenever the project is created, first thing we need to do is hash define f underscore CPU. What was our fCPU defined previously? It was 16 megahertz. So 1 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 zeros and L. Then hash include util slash delay.h. Now we will set only the D5 bit to work as output. So DDRD or equal to. This is the symbol, the straight line which is there with the backward slash, shift and backward slash, you will get that. Let me show you. So this is the key. When you press shift and when you click this, then it will be input. So DDRD or equal to 1 left shifted by 5 bits. Or you may want to do it with bit number 3, it doesn't matter. And then what we want to do is write 1 and 0 onto that pin. So port D or equal to 1 left shifted by 3 bits. Then delay 1000 and then port D and equal to inverted of 1 left shifted by 3 bits and then delay underscore ms 1000. As simple as that. Let's build it. So the solution is built. There are no errors. Now I will load the firmware. This time it's not my hello world, but it is single bit control port pin. So this is the hex file. And let's start or power on the circuit. We haven't connected anything to D3. So let me just remove this one wire and let me connect D3 over here. That will save our time. Now you can see the entire port D is not affected and only one bit is affected. We can also try it out better with port B itself. So just make everything as it is, but just try these things for port B. Now build your project, reload the firmware. Now you can see only bit 3 is blinking. Other pins are not affected at all. Now I agree, writing down in this way doesn't look that good or doesn't sound that appealing, or it's difficult to remember. Especially let's say when you have a project which consists of, let's say, a relay, a buzzer and LED. Now in that case, what you can do is when you have the devices like this, when you have some physical names associated with it, you can simply write down some macros. What is macro? Let's see here. So hash define LED underscore on. And here you can write down this entire statement. Semicolon is not required. Similarly, what you can write down is hash define LED underscore off. And then you can write down this. Now inside your code, you don't have to write down command like this, and instead you can simply write down LED underscore on semicolon and then LED underscore off semicolon. And this is just one example. Doesn't matter how many single bit outputs you have or how many single bits you have to control. You can do the same thing for every single one of them. So is there any change in the output? Reload the firmware and run it. No change at all. Let me do some changes so that we can notice the difference. So I've just reduced the delay to be 500 milliseconds. Reload the formula. We'll see a little bit faster. So that's about how we can control a single bit of any 8-bit register and write down the program for controlling the print status of Atmega 32 controller. Thank you for watching this video.